Hello and good day. Again, this is Membran, Teacher Storylines. This is the second episode, and this episode would deal about or would present about a day with my preschoolers. I actually thought about having this in 3 episodes. So what I will discuss right now is only a presentation of what I will do from the time they come in, from the moment they got in the classroom and until or before morning circles. So may I share my PowerPoint so you can see what I'm doing? And all right, so teacher storylines, Membran, here I am. Okay, so a day with my preschoolers. I will just be able to present to you before from the moment they got in and before morning circle. All right. Preschool is a child's first formal school experience, and we know that. This is designed to prepare them, to prepare our little ones for elementary and even beyond, most especially on the area of social and emotional development. All right, so my first day with them was slightly rough for some reasons. First of all is that I know that that was the first time they left their homes and interact with children of their ages. So they do not at home, they have only their brothers and sisters, their mom, their cousins maybe, other friends that are nearby, but in school, there's a lot about a variety of friends that they will be meeting. And so that will create anxiety. So I knew that my role on the first day is to give them an entertaining day that will ease their anxiety and boost their confidence. Then they will feel safe enough to explore and later build a relationship with their peers. And I know that you agree with this. Remember that when there are kids who are not, especially the shy ones, especially those who are second language learners, they do not know how to communicate with friends. They don't have the confidence to build a relationship. So it is my job, our job as early childhood educators to create fun activities so that everybody will feel at home. So usually I have some naming games. Usually I just treat them with a lot of toys around. So they will forget what is at home and they will forget that they are missing somebody at home, you know, just like those stuff. So what I do is I started creating colorful paper name tags for each of my children. Of course, you should know who are coming to your classroom. You know them already. So you have to have a tag, and then this will be clipped on their uniforms as they come in. So if they have uniforms, if they have clothes on, after taking off their jackets, like for winter, oh, I have colorful name tags for them. Then I hang posters of morning greetings by the door. And I ask them to point at the kind of greeting they want me and them to do while saying good morning or good day to welcome them for the day. So what are some of those morning greetings that I post? I usually did this before also, before COVID. What I mean is before COVID. So is it to dance? So we should have the same steps or whatever steps she is doing, I would just like do it with him. Pinky shake, high five, a hug, verbal just like hello and a nod, or a fist bump, and a handshake or a wave. Good morning, something like that. All right, so you can adapt those two. Pinky shake is one. I think right now we have to devise a way um, how to not get physically in contact with most of them. You know how you know what that means. All right, and then I would ask them to. They have already, so you have already all of those names on the coat hanger. So ask them to hang up their stuff. So I led them to the coat hangers. I show them how to hang their jackets. Usually I point at a small hanger, just a small hanger at the back of their jackets, and tell them that this is the one you are hanging, not the whole thing. So that is the only little thing that you're going to hang. So your backpacks can also be hanged in the same coat hanger that you've had. And you have to always notice where is your name. They don't know their names, of course, but they should at least, on a first day, usually I just point at them, this is your name, this is your name. And then after a week, probably they are acquainted with the initial letter of their name, so they know exactly where they are. And so they complain. Sometimes they complain and say, teacher, she hanged her jacket on my, oh, do you know your name? So that is one of the very things that I do for them to know what the initial letter of their name is. It is also something cognitive in it. All right, so after hanging their stuff, I would have them sit on the chair where they are assigned to sit. So right now we have some COVID restrictions, so they can just stay on one chair, use the same chair and on the same table. So I used to print their names on a name tag, just the same, and tape them on top of the table where they should sit. And that will help them recognize the letters of their names as well. And they would also know who is to their right and who is to their left. So that's how I try to let them learn letters, and at the same time social and emotional thing, who is my friend to the right, who is my friend to the left. See? All right. And for name tags, you can always have name tags either from Lakeshore, or or you can just print them from a construction paper or anything that is colorful, print it and then laminate it and then put it on top of the tables. Okay. All right. So children love toys. So normally my room is filled with toys. They are carefully labeled and have bins that keep them in place. So what do? I usually say, if you pick that, if you got that from that bin, you have to be close to that bin. Later, after playing, you're going to put that back in the bin. For now, because of COVID restrictions, there are several things that we are going to put into consideration. What are those? Toys should be grouped and toys should be rotated. Monday toys, Tuesday toys, Wednesday toys, and so on. And then there should also be certain groups of kids who are supposed to play a kind of toy on Monday, a kind of toy on Tuesday. That should be sanitized every day. So that is, so this is in my house. I have all of them labeled. I teach them where they are going to get it. I tell them where they are going to return them. And I tell them where things are supposed to be. So that, because if there are a lot of clutter on the floor, that will entail accidents. And you know how it is. Children would always run after each other sometimes. Okay, that's one. And because, you know, it's still playtime. They are supposed, it is not like in a grade school, they have morning work. For preschoolers, their morning work is playing. And you know, playing is way of letting the kids recognize each other, letting them fit with some people, some children who are of their ages, and trying to start building relationships. That is what it is. Usually, I allow them to go around and look for a toy to play with, and they should return them where they got them. Otherwise, they won't get the chance to play next day. And we have to be firm with that also. So if you say it, if you say, oh, you're not going to play tomorrow because you did not put away the toys that you have played today, be firm. Next day, have a like 2 minute or 3 minute cheating, and then ask him, do you promise to do it, to return the toys that you have played with next time? Yes, I will. And you're going to let her or him play with it. So as much as possible, we only group the kids like 3 to 5 kids in one group. So we don't group them like 10 or any group that they can go to. This is still in line with COVID restrictions. If not for this COVID, oh, you can devise a group that you want to work with. Okay. All right. And then I gathered them for morning circle. So of course, in the preschool area, we have a circular rug that is exclusively for circle time or reading time. That's where you gather together. And then after gathering them on a rug, everybody should be seated. If you can, make them have, you know, in some schools, I have seen that there are some who are putting tags. That is still another way how to teach the kids to recognize their name and well, trying to let them recognize the first letter of their name. Okay, so it's up to you. If your rug can be taped, fine. If not, then they should be seated with somebody every day, and then change the routine next week probably, and let them say, okay, who did you use it last time? Of course you have it. You have that particular position in your, or sometimes you put it on paper. So okay, today I'm going to rearrange you. You're going to be seated with and seated with. That is one way also how to build relationship with other kids in the classroom. All right, so that is already before circle time. So tomorrow I will feature my circle time and the activities I prepare for my preschoolers. Till later, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, a teacher's storylines. Bye for now. Thank you.